Okay, we are going to read The Ant and the Grasshopper for the second time. Remember, this is an Aesop fable, and fables are stories that teach a lesson or a moral about life. So it's, even though these are made-up characters, obviously these creatures can't talk, there's a lesson that we can apply to our real lives in this story. So this time as I go through, make sure you're following along. Make sure you have your worksheet ready to go. I think on this one, there's only 6 questions. So pay attention. Remember to write with complete sentences. That means a capital letter, periods. Make sure that you're citing text if you're able to cite text of where you found something. Be sure to answer the question completely. Restate the question in your answer, and your teacher will be so happy. Use handwriting that we can read and do your very best work. Here we go, The Ant and the Grasshopper. One sunny day, a merry grasshopper was dancing to his fiddle. "Watch your step," came a voice at his feet. It was an ant carrying an enormous kernel of corn. So get your worksheet out. Before you move on, we're going to answer some questions. First question, what do you want to find out as you read? If you don't understand something, what will you do? Now, you've already read this story one time. You've listened to it one time. So think about, maybe if you were listening to this the first time, what is it that you would want to find out? If you don't understand something in the story, what are you going to do? If you don't understand a word, if you don't understand something that's happening in the story, what will you do? Pause the video and answer question number 1, but remember it has 2 parts. Okay, question number 2 is about the character. What is the grasshopper like? How do you know? So just based off of this page that we just read, what is the grasshopper like? How do you know? Pause the video and answer question number 2. Okay, here we go. "Come dance with me," urged the grasshopper. No time, the ant answered without stopping. "I must gather food for winter." "Why aren't you gathering food?" "It's a bad idea to wait until it snows." "Nonsense," said the grasshopper. "Winter's a long time away." "Suit yourself," said the ant, and she staggered forward under her heavy load. Okay, we're going to summarize. Reread this page. Tell the ideas in your own words. So if you aren't able to see this page on the video, I'm going to reread it one more time. You tell your ideas, tell the ideas on this page in your own words. "Come dance with me," urged the grasshopper. No time, the ant answered without stopping. "I must gather food for winter." "Why aren't you gathering food?" "It's a bad idea to wait until it snows." "Nonsense," said the grasshopper. "Winter is a long time away." "Suit yourself," said the ant, and she staggered forward under her heavy load. So pause the video. You're going to rewrite in your own words, summarize this page. Okay, question number 4. This will be question number 4 on your paper, is about the character. How do you think the ant and the grasshopper would describe each other? Explain. How would the ant describe the grasshopper? How would the grasshopper describe the ant? So this one's going to take some writing. Pause the video and answer question number 4. Soon winter came and snow covered the land. Not a kernel of food could be found. "Oh," lamented the grasshopper, "I'm so hungry, I must surely die." "Hey, grasshopper," cried a voice at his feet. It was the same ant. She was carrying another kernel of corn. "I warned you this day would come," said the ant. "Yes, you did," admitted the grasshopper sadly, "and if I live to see another year, I will heed your warning." "You'll live," said the ant, and she dropped the kernel in the snow. The grasshopper gratefully picked it up and began to eat. And ever after, Grasshopper remembered the tiny ant's lesson and was never hungry again. Here's the moral. When someone tells you to save for the future, listen. So before you move on, you've got 2 more questions you need to answer. Number 5 is about the character. How does ant help grasshopper? How does grasshopper change? So there's 2 parts to this question. Pause the video and answer question number 5 about how does ant help grasshopper? How does grasshopper change? Okay, the last question is theme. Now remember what theme is. Remember what theme is. Use your own words to tell the fable's moral or lesson. Is the story a good example of the lesson? How? So there's 3 parts. You need to use your own words to tell the moral or the lesson of the story. Don't just write this down. Write it in your own words. Then you're going to answer this question. Is the story a good example of this lesson that you've come up with? This lesson right here. How? So there's going to be a lot of explanation on the last question. And then we're done.